What's going on, everyone? I like that. What's good? What's going on, everyone? It's the Mighty Monday Meltdown. What's happening? I'm your host, Adonis D. Johnson. I'm a transformation coach. We're streaming live on YouTube at Adonis Johnson. And we also streaming live on Facebook, right? I don't start anything until the Invisible Crown Army shows up. That's part of my contract. If the army's not here, I'm not here either. Happy New Day. Happy New Day. Happy New Day. We're in a new day. We're in a new time, right? New time zone. New time zone. New time zone. New things, right? Some of us, we want to be in a new place. Some of us, we still stuck in a new place. An old place. Some of us is going to get thrown into a new place. Some of us are getting dispatched to a new place. Whatever new place you think you're serving right now, you are 100% right. Doesn't matter. All that matters, not what you're looking at, is actually what you see. Do you see yourself happy? Do you see yourself in love? Do you see yourself trapped? Do you see yourself in a bad place? Then guess what? You right. All I come here to do is help you see yourself to where you desire to be. If you stuck, then let's unstick you and let's get you where you're trying to get to. As I mentioned earlier and I mentioned again, this is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. Why do we call it Mighty Monday Meltdown? It's because we recognize that when we get back out here on this battlefield, guess what? Life is a battlefield, right? When we get back out here on this battlefield, we have to deal with some things, right? And those things that we have to deal with sometimes interfere with what we're attempting to do. I was speaking to someone today, and they said, I look forward to the Mighty Monday Meltdown because I'm going through some things, and some of the things I'm going through, unfortunately, when I cross over into my new year, 2021, I'm facing roadblocks now, and I need you to help me get up out of there. I said, well, guess what? Who made the road that the roadblocks is on? They said, I don't know. I said, you made them. You made the road. But the blocks that's there now is the test. It's the next level. This the crossover. Everything you about to witness right now in this particular season is going to be you addressing the things that you have created right now. Well, what am I talking about? I'm talking about scandals and scams. That's what we about to go through. That's what we finna journey through. That's what we have to deal with right now. Scandals and scams right now. You don't want yourself caught up in none of these things, so I advise you to call a timeout. A timeout on what? A timeout on life. Whose life? Your life, right? If you take a pause, we'll take a pause, and we can get in a huddle. I believe that the army is present. They suiting up right now. They meeting me right here on this particular feed, on this particular channel, every Monday in the 7 o'clock hour, so we can address some of the things that matter, some of the conversations that's not being talked about, some of the discussions that's not being discussed. We can't show up. At some point we pray, but then we got to see that prayer become activated, right? We got to see somebody know exactly what I was thinking. So when I get on this feed line, trust and believe me, I make sure that I'm in a good place. I make sure that, hey, if you're going to work out, then guess what? Let's work out our mindset, right? Let's work out the most valuable part on our body, the most valuable part on your body, the most valuable part on your body is your mind, the way you think, right? So many people done tampered with the way you think that now you don't even understand what's you and what's not you. All this other stuff that's playing in your head, right? It's running what? It's running a program, and sometimes that program keeps your heart in a bad place. It keeps you from the things you desire. It keeps you from going forward, right? Because when I want what I want, my head only can do what it's been taught to do, which is make a decision without my input, but somebody else's input. Who been inputting data lately, and what's the output? How much output? How much energy? How much frequency is coming out your mind right now that's needed in order to birth what it is you desiring right now? I'm so grateful for everybody that meets me here. I'm here not because I got it all together. I'm here because I'm working to get it together. There's a lot of imperfection in me. The way that I became to be me was through imperfection, and that's why it looks perfect. That's why it looks perfect, because I'm chasing perfection, identifying that there's a lot of imperfection that's going on in this mind right now. The only way that I can address this thing, I'll help you. I have to strip back the things that I was taught. I have to go back in time. I have to look at things for the way that it really is and not what I want. I have to love things for who they are and what it is, right? Regardless of who the creator is, I didn't participate in some of the things that's going on in life right now, but I have to address it. I have to acknowledge it. I have to respect it. I have to respect what I did not build. Some people are in bad places, right? And you have to respect the fact that they in these bad places before you got here. Now, some of these people is your family members. Some of these people is your friends. I was told by someone that, you know, they didn't really get what I was attempting to do, because I'm only making an attempt right now. I didn't say that I'm your counselor. I did not say that I'm your psychiatrist. I did not say, hey, I went to school and I'm finna come online and I'm finna work out with these people. And what am I working? I'm working you mentally right now. The only way you can get this feed that I'm giving you right now, you have to be open and you got to be honest. Honest not with me, honest with yourself right now. You can be a lot further if you had the right coach. You could be a lot further if you had the right things to help you accomplish the stuff that you set out to do. Some of the things that's being talked about on this feed line, it might not be for you. It might be for the people that connects to you. It might be for your kids' friends. It might be for your family members, your nieces and nephews. Everything is not about you, but I guarantee, based on what you do, the things that connects to you will be affected by your choices, by your decisions, even if you don't move, even if you procrastinate. No decision is still a decision. So it will be best that we make a decision to be active, make a decision to be aware, make a decision to be alert. And one way we can do that is to be present, to be here now. If we're here now, right, and our ears is activated, so they open, so we hearing with good hearing right now. Our eyes is open. Why? Because we need to see where we going. We need to see where we going. But we need everything to be in alignment. What else we need open? We need our hearts to be open. That's one of the most important things. Why do we need our hearts to be open? Some people ain't never felt their heart a day in their life. They need to see what love looks like. But you ain't gonna see it outwardly. They need to see it on you. You gonna get the feeling, but they gonna see the expression. They gonna see your joy. They gonna see your peace. They gonna see everything that love can be. Once you become this, how do you become this? We have to ground ourselves. Everything push, repeat, and we start over at the very beginning right now. You thought that the year was gonna end, and then what? No. Another chapter, turn the page, 2021, here we go. We just getting started right now, but I'm grateful that this time we getting started together. Don't y'all know this is the first quarter right now? Are you gonna put all your energy in the first quarter, or are you gonna balance this thing out right now? What we doing? This is a timeout. We on the battlefield. The battlefield is called life. Whose life? Your life. Own that right there. Ain't nothing moving right now, especially where I'm talking right now. So in this huddle, what we look to do, we look to have the conversation that's gonna bring forth realness, spirit, and truth. Peace and blessings to the room, everybody that's making their way. I'm doing the best I can to empower who? To empower self. Well, when I talk about self, I talk about the woman and the man. Now, guess what? We talking about the woman and the man. So I don't know how you want to look at this thing, but let's just move. Let's just shift and move the title out the way, and let's get to this thing called self. What is it going to take to be a better you? What is it going to take to accomplish what you're trying to do? What is it going to take to reroute and change the way your future is looking? For some of us, we don't go forward. We actually have to turn around and we have to go backwards now. Why do we got to go backwards? I didn't say look backward. I said go backwards. You see, when it comes down to your car, you was given some gears. You got a drive, that means to go forward, and you got a reverse, that means you going backwards right now. But some of us, we got to go backwards. I would rather go backwards than to sit here and be stuck in neutral, not going nowhere. Some of us, our tires is spinning right now. We spinning right now. People around you is spinning right now, but they ain't going nowhere. Talking a whole lot, but they ain't saying anything. They ain't saying anything productive. Some of you, they promising you everything. You thinking you want everything. You listening to them, but they're not capable. The environment and what's being built is not capable. The tires are spinning. Why the tires are spinning? Because you're on ice right now. You cannot get off of ice thinking giving it more power gonna get you free. No, giving it more power is why you sliding all over the place. And if you don't ground yourself quick and take your feet off that gas pedal and put it on that brake, then you're going to spin out of control, slide out of control, right? Or you're going to even lose control. Lose what? Lose your mental mindset, lose your peace, lose your joy, lose your happiness right now. Yes, we crossed over into a new chapter, 2021. How you think we're going to get on this plane right now? As we check in, we got to disable anything that will hinder us or keep us from moving forward, from flying right now. So that means cut off all the toxic right now, right? And make sure those blessings is concealed in your overhead, right? Those your blessings. And when we get to a tough patch, you might have to call down one of these prayers that I'm going to call down, right? That's what's up. Peace and blessings. I thank y'all for allowing me to just get us up in there right now. Get us worked up right now. Get us mentally worked up right now. I recognize my frequency only going to be able to hit a few people. I have a few things I want to discuss because we have to get through this particular time. This particular time is the first quarter. We in season 1. What goes on in season 1 right now? I tell you one thing, don't put out a lot of energy right now. What am I doing? I'm sounding the alarm. I'm going to tell it all. I'm the telltale right now. What am I telling on? I'm telling on, if you don't slow down, that's going to be a lot of scandals and a lot of scams. And I don't want to see your name get caught in a scandal. What's a scandal? That means you plotting. You plotting on something. That means you doing things your way. Isn't that not what got us in some of the situations we still trying to get out of now? That scandal, that dress, them shoes, that look, that lipstick, that hair. Some people can't handle all of that. And you know, you like playing with fire, right? You playing with the power of the eye. And some people, they don't know you naturally got it beautiful. But the moment you start making the adjustments, the moment you start pulling it in and tucking it in, you are really a bomb that's about to go off. And when people see you, you blow everything up. But blowing everything up takes away from your tomorrows. It takes away from your husband. It takes away from your friends. It takes away because now you just killed a whole environment. You didn't try to do it. But I'm telling you now, you got to stop adding all these extra features onto yourself right now. What are we doing? We trying to magnify self. I'm trying to get you empowered so your inner can outdo your outer right now, because I'm telling you something. I was shown this for a reason. What we talking about? The scandals. And the scandals what got your hands print on it. The scandals is what you did, right? Not to mention moving forward, you're going to have to be able to spot a scandal because you used to create scandals. Now, I didn't say compete with these people, because some of you barely made it out. You barely had to cry for forgiveness. You had to make sure you had to own up to it, because if you did not own up to it, it's still charged to you. It's charged to your head. And guess what's in control right now? Your head. So you know how to make things happen. You know how to go around some stuff. You know how to see through some stuff. Some of these new schoolers, they doing some stuff. You look like they ain't got nothing on me. This is the wrong time to be challenging somebody on who can do wrong. Listen to me. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. Even if you do wrong, you better know what right is right now. Come on, can't some goodness come out of you that's not of your own? Because your own know how to create what it was taught to create. Who taught you how to create it? Let's just be honest. What am I doing? I'm getting us free. Let's be honest. I ain't moving us right now. We trying to get off the ice because the tires are spinning right now. And I'm telling you, the more you hit the gas is the more you start sliding. And somebody gonna slide right into you. Somebody gonna slide right into your relationship. Somebody gonna slide right into your marriage. Somebody gonna slide, and that thing gonna spin out of control, because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, this is not the time to be trying to do what you have always done. This is the time to understand what you have done. This is the time to ground yourself and recognize. Some of us, we on cruise control. I know some of you on this feed, they're like, okay, AJ, what else we need to do? I got this spot. No, listen, there's something called gas, right? Gas, let's go with gas. And you have a car, right? When you drive in your car, based on the location that you're going to, right? And how much use you get out of your car, that's going to determine how much gas you using. And when your gas get low, what do you need to do? You need to go for a fill up. Right? And you need to be filled up. Well, guess what? Some of you think your fill up is on Sunday. You think you go through your whole week doing what you want to do. You go through your whole week living in ignorance. You go through your whole week just like, hey, I came in my job. I'm so sick of this job, man. I got into it with, I need the word from the Lord, right? Your word from the Lord should have came right then and there. Your word from the Lord was in you already. How can you go get a word when he already gave you a word? The end was foretold in the beginning. All you needed to do is stop, drop, and roll. Roll roll yourself in the bathroom, roll yourself in the closet, roll yourself under your bed for a minute and lay there for a second. You see, you don't have time to wait. Not moving forward. We too old. Remember I told you training wheels, right? Some people are on training wheels for a reason. Why are they on training wheels? That's because they never done what it is they attempting to do. And at this point, I'm going to prove something to you. Do you not understand that undeveloped means immature? Undeveloped means immature. That means some of the things that we made an attempt to do, we was undeveloped, so it will never have happened. It will never have happened. But I can argue that's how we supposed to got it. This is the alternate route right now. This is not the people that had it all together. This is not the people that had the silver spoon, the golden spoon. This is for the people back. Actually, some people that have no spoon. This is the people that were the oodle and noodles type people. This is my people that had the cornflakes in the white box. This is for my government cheese type people. This is for the people that had to make their own milk out of water. This is for you. This is the people that ate syrup sandwiches. This is the people that had to get creative because there was nothing to eat. And if you did not eat, then you will die. And right now, guess what, y'all? We got to watch what we eating right now. That's why we in the room right now for the creativity type people right now. You see, some people are on training wheels. Why are you on training wheels? Because you never learned the right way, and now you done got older, and for some of the things you should know, you don't know. You don't know. So guess what? I can't fault the woman figure in this situation, because when she comes, guess what she comes to do? She comes to ask questions, because she needs a what? A understanding, right? Guess what? One person is coming to you, males that will be men, right? They coming to you and they gonna ask the question, but before they even ask a question, I need to make sure they asking the right question, because if they don't ask the right question, they ain't getting the right answer. And so at the end of the day, before you ask that question to them, what they want, you gotta ask yourself, what is it that you want? Now, convictions start inwardly before it go outwardly. Why am I trying to get the power corrected? Because if we go inner and find the inner power, then we can produce based on the outer power. Give these people something to connect to. Give these people some energy, right? So I'm gonna go into something and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about, right? Before you ask the question, you need to first ask yourself. But let's just say what we've been doing. Let's examine what we've been doing with the training wheels. We ask somebody else, right? Because why are you questioning me? Why are you questioning me? A man will be defensive. A man will be defensive. He will cop an attitude just like a child. When your child gets upset, when you got the most troublemakers in the room, that's because they ain't studied the test. Anybody that cracks joke, anybody was the class clown, anybody that's moving around, is only because they trying to hide something. What are they hiding? Let's expose what they hiding. Ladies, you are the detectives right now. Women, you are the detectives right now. You coming to ask a question. When you ask the question, right? Because why? Why you asking me these questions? Because I'm trying to get understanding. Here's a stop and a red flag right here. If you trying to get understanding, you trying to get somebody, you trying to get an understanding from somebody else that don't have an understanding. So guess what? Both of y'all don't have no understanding. That means you are both the weakest link, and boom, everything go up in smoke. Why? Because you trying to inquire information from somebody that ain't took the time out to get some information to give you. So you both end up losing, right? End up losing by default. Why do you lose by default? Because you ask a question for understanding. Again, that means you don't have what it is that you asking for. Because if you knew, you would need to ask. So let's just do a time check. You don't have it. The person you going to, right? They don't know. So being that they don't know, they just need to understand, I don't know. I ain't got what you're looking for. You don't got what I'm looking for. No, I do not. Which means both of you do not have it. You don't have what she needs, and she don't have what it is she was desiring and looking for. So I wanted to back up, and I wanted to talk about the training wheels for one little second. You see, we are at a late age, and some people have to be placed on training wheels. You could be on training wheels in church. That means spiritual. You could be on training wheels financially, right? That means money. You could be on training wheels in regards to relationships. That means family. That means spirituality. All these particular things. Emotion, right? You're on training wheels, right? Even when it comes to dating, who you talking to, who you seeing, who you with, who you messing around with. Training wheels. These is all indicators for training wheels. Stop let's pause. This is a timeout. What we talking about? We talking about scandals and scams, because these scandals and scams is what's put us in a bad place, and in that bad place we are was not able to accomplish what it is we set out to accomplish. Now bring it on home and let me tie it together. That's why I said we are immature. Why is it immature? Because you are undeveloped emotionally, undeveloped financially. You don't have no more support. You don't have no role models. You don't have no models, no roles to model. And guess what? This is a bad situation. So that leaves us, you guys, immature. Look up the word immature, and then you will see undeveloped. That means we was undeveloped. That means when you see something, it looks one way, but it's undeveloped. What's going on? This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. This is when we melt down everything. I'm just here. I show up on Mondays to empower you. I hope that you are in the best version that you can possibly be. If you're not, then I'm going to do everything that I can, especially for this month, to empower my sisters, my female counterparts, the women out here. I want to empower you so that you can be a better you to do what it is you need to do. You deserve better, but the only way to get better is to ground yourself and take a time out. I'll give you a quick example on exactly what I'm saying right now, right? Quick example is my son today was very excited. This wasn't today. This was the other day. He said, "Dad, you ain't gonna believe this." I like, believe what? Believe what? What? He said, "I found $100, right?" I said, "You found $100? It was mine. Where you found it at?" Right? He said, "Man, I found $100 bill," right? And guess what? He sit here and he went and got his wallet. I said, "Man, I'm gonna get about $20, bro. You know, this, you got some money. You done found a blessing." And when he came, I saw the smile turn upside down. And when I saw the smile turn upside down, he did this to the 100. I said, "Why did you tear it up?" He said, "Because it's phony." You see, some things don't have no value to it. And you keep trying to create phony pictures in your head. When you keep looking at somebody else, come on, bring it on home. You keep looking at something and allowing your eyes to get you in trouble because it looks like it's ready. It looks like it's ready. Oh, my fault. Bring R. Kelly in. It seems like it's ready. I could have sworn it was ready. It wasn't ready. It was not ready. That man wasn't ready to be a man, and that woman, just because you had things to birth things, to connect with things, didn't mean that you was ready to raise what it is you birthed. Come on, y'all, let's go. The relationship, what am I saying? Is that it seems like it's ready. It looks like it got value. But once you find out that it don't have no value, you got to tear that thing. Come on, y'all. You got to tear it. Why? Because if somebody else pick it up, they going to be tricked like you was tricked. We talking scandals and scams, right? So let's go ahead and move forward. I told you about a word called immature. Immature, right? And what I like to do, even before I even get started, I told y'all, you guys, I cannot move in this thing called life without the spirit. I need the spirit. I believe in relationship. I don't believe in religion right now. I'm not a part of that right there. I'm not a part of it. I seen it. I seen how all the workings of these little organizations works, and it just seemed like these laws and policies. I did not sit at the table when they was making these rules. I should not have to pledge to be in something I don't know nothing about. I shouldn't have to see the bylaws. And I'm looking at these bylaws like, who wrote these bylaws? Well, they was wrote in 100 years ago. Well, I wasn't here 100 years ago. Did y'all change the laws that was suitable for where I'm at right now? We in a new point in a new day and time. What am I saying to you while you in this timeout, while you in this huddle? It's about time for you to write the rules for yourself. Moving forward, 2021, you need to have a do and don't list. What is this called? This is called your principles. This is called your laws. Now, if you break your laws, then you get everything you got coming to you because you said it for yourself. I'm done with this. I ain't feeling this right here. I'm done watching this. But guess what? You don't need to be a watcher. You need to go internally now, and you need to uninstall what it is that was installed, right? So we need to download this thing right here because we're going into another place. And now that we're in another time, I have to call on my spirit. I have to use the spirit to even use me to even go further, even at this point. So I ask those, no offense to anybody, anything you don't like, charge it to me. Anything you don't like, charge it to me. Why? Because I'm on the battlefield too. I'm on a battlefield in my life. There's things I desire. There's dreams I want to fulfill. There's things I want to accomplish. I don't just speak for me. I speak for some of you as well. But if nobody gonna speak for you, then let me speak with you. Because if we can stand together and we can start crying out for bigger, for better and greater, if we can start crying out and say, look, don't move, stop, drop, let's move over to this way, so we can come up with a plan. A plan for what? A plan so we can accomplish some stuff. A plan so we can execute some things, right? As well as dismiss some people, disconnect from some stuff, right? Some of the stuff we gotta walk out quietly, right? I can't be involved in no scandal. I can't be involved in no scam. I ain't scamming trying to sit here and pretend like I'm in love with something. No to the no, no, no. And one way I do that, I call on my relationship. My relationship is my relationship, but with that relationship, he sends me. He sends me to try to connect with you. And with that being said, when you get me, you get what connects to me. So that means he's in the midst right now. God, we don't take nothing for granted. Not even this moment with you. We thank you for another opportunity to do better today. We recognize you hold 2021 in your hand. Matter of fact, you hold 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And if we even think we gonna get there, then we definitely got to go through you. But we don't even go that far. We gonna go off the day, because today is the day that you have made, and we wanted to be glad and rejoice in it. But somehow we missing some stuff. Somehow it seems like some things still got a hold on us. Somehow it seems like since we crossed over, some other stuff is coming up behind us right now. And we don't want to run from what's behind us, but we want to turn around and address what's behind us. But when we turn around, we not turning our back to you, God. We asking that you will be in us and you can work through us right now, because people needs to be enlightened. We didn't know that you will be using us to enlighten them. We thank you, God, that you're using the weak, because we've been weak in some areas. We wouldn't have never made it this far based off the income we got. We wouldn't have made it this far based off the haters that's in our family. We wouldn't have made it this far with jealousy operating, calling themselves girlfriends and sisters. We wouldn't have made it, but you, God, you make the difference in everything we do. You said, you weigh out our motives and you weigh out our thoughts. Today, we asking that you will take that into consideration. Our desire right now is to be connected to you. You and you only. You are the Spirit of the living God. And if we can connect to the living God, then we are alive in you. We can see things we never saw before. We can go places we never been before. We get a vision back. We get the mission. We understand how to accomplish the goals we set out to do. Most importantly, God, you give us a strategy. You tell us how to do it, when to do it, and why we need to do it. And for that right there, we give you glory, because we're moving now. We're moving on what you told us. We're moving on the action plan right now. So we don't need to try to hit the gas right now. We need to examine the situation right now. We need to examine what we're going to go through. But first, we need to examine what we've been through. How did this storm start? How did we get on the ice road? Who made this road, and where did this roadblock come from? Because I need to make sure that I address it professionally. So I ask that everybody put on the invisible crown, which is adjusting your character and your attitude so your God can be visible now. God is about to use you. He's about to use me. We about to be the difference in our families, in our communities, in our cities, in the states, in the world. This broadcast that we sending out to the world, this another message saying, hey, you thought we was dead then. You thought we was radical then. Wait till you see the new me. Wait till you see the new me. He set it up this way just so the world can see that, hey, us, his people, chosen people, Chicago people, whoever can hear what we saying right now. And it's for him that he do these things, because his name is on the line. We honor him with everything we got. We honor him by using our hands. We honor him by using our mouth. We honor him by allowing our eyes to see things. How do you think he gonna run this world? He run it by looking through you. He gonna use your ears, but we gotta get the download. We gotta get the download. But the only way to receive the download, yes, we gotta also upload what you seen in 2020. Upload some of the ungratefulness. Upload not just all the good stuff. Upload some of the stuff that you had a problem with. The way people did you. Upload that, because you can't keep carrying that moving forward now. Upload. Why do I say upload it? Because when you upload it, then that frees up memory. That frees up room. Now you got room to get your download. Some software that he's installing in you right now, it requires a certain amount of space. You know how that works, right? You need to have a certain amount of space to install this program. But guess what? This program is called you and him and you. This program is called self-realization. This program is called self-awareness, reflection, self-sabotage. This program is called self-love, right? Why do we got to install the program? Just like some of the programs that's on your cell phone right now. You don't even use the program, but it's on there taking up space. Some people in your life right now, that's the virus. You don't even use their program. That program, that application they bring in, they ain't going to offer you anything. Some of the people that's in your life, they can't offer you a dream to even dream about a dream man or a dream woman right now. So at the same time, let's be clear about it. Let's not install stuff that we're not using right now. So can we uninstall, God? Can you help us uninstall people? Can you help us uninstall places, people, places, and things? Can you help us uninstall these places? Because we keep getting stuck when we go here. And when we get in these conversations, my ladies, they look for understandings from men that never got no understanding because they never got no revelation. And without no revelation, based on education, they ain't got nothing to give. And that's now the conversation sound like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You got what I'm talking about? Yeah. You feeling me? No. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? No, you ain't said nothing. You ain't said nothing, but you done left me. What you want? Well, what is it that you want? I don't know. You got to tell me. This right here is called training wheels behavior, training wheels mentality. But I left you last week on Monday Meltdown and I said for some of you, it's time for the training wheels to come off. Yes, you have failed. You failed miserably. They laugh at you. It's part of success. There's no success without no failures. I'm more successful in failures than I am in success. That's called humility. That's called humbleness, right? That's where we at. That's where we journeying right now. I'm opening it up and cracking it up. Why? Because when you fall off your bike and you get back up, people laughing. That's on what? Training wheels. But when you fall and get back up, right? Eventually, they laughing. Why? Because you fail, right? And they on training wheels. They ain't never failed. Or at least they around here with wheelchairs, right? Wheelchairs being pushed around thinking that life is about pushing you around, right? Somebody got to push you to go where you trying to get to. But let's go back to the one that keep falling and getting back on. This time, once you get back on, moving 2021, you is not going to fall over the things that made you fall in 2020, 2019, 2018, 2017, 16, 15, 14, 13, come on now, 11, 10, all the way to the 2000, back down to juvenile, back on down to the 90s, right? Way to the West Coast, gangster rap, whatever. You ain't gonna fall over none of those things. Why? Because now you done learned so much, you out here woollying now. You woollying with no training wheels and people looking at you saying, how's he doing all this? He don't even write nothing down. What church he went to? What pastor? Who's his mentor? Try trial and error. Try experience. Try the bottom of the bottom. See, life ain't about putting yourself at the top. It's about identifying when you at the bottom and you going to discover yourself on the way to the top. And that's where I started right now. I use a little scriptures right now. I need to make sure that you understand that for all the people as we move through this season of scandals and scams, right? Remember, no value. So I want to do a time check just to make sure the time is good. Yeah, we on a good time right now. What's up, you guys? This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. I'm only here to motivate you. For some, I will inspire you. For some, this is just worldly wisdom, inspiration, right? This is just a little education with a little bit of I needed another way, AJ. Another way. What do I mean by another way, right? An unorthodox way, no religion type way, right? And what am I saying? There's a difference between midway and O'Hare. Right? And these different airports are two airports, but one airport only holds a certain amount of airplanes. For some of you, for where you going, you need to go international. That means you need to go to a different airport. It might be a little further, but I guarantee you it's much bigger. And if you're going to walk into your future called bigger, then we need to make sure that we fully understand what we're doing and why we need to do the things we need to do so we can manage what it is we have. I thank you guys for allowing me to get through that little part right now. Everything you do moving forward will be tested. It will be tested. What do I mean by that, right? It was so hard trying to figure out which scripture I wanted to journey through, right? Using scriptures. I use scriptures because I feel like we still need a narrative. We still need to be able to look at somebody, especially the way we talking right now. So I like to use the scripture. This is when I call it flipping the script. This part is called flipping the script. This is when I take a script out of the Bible, right? It might be out of the NIV, it might be out of the NLT. It's over 3,000 different versions of the Bible. So for some of you, let's be clear about something. When you get a story, or when a story is being told by you, one person tell your story one way, your mama or another person tell it another way, one of your other girlfriends gonna tell it another way, and they get that person, somebody else gonna tell it another way. That's what the Bible is based on in my eyes. It's just another version. Let me tell you my version. This version is called flipping the script. What I'm gonna do, I said I wanted to empower women. The only way that I can empower women, especially when I'm not a woman, is I have to take it back to the break, to the starting point. I gotta go back now. I gotta go back to the one who created everything. I gotta go back to the one who was talking about the seed, right? The seed in the earth. I gotta go back to him. And I said, how do you want me to address these people? Because I want to make sure that the ones that comes to me on this invisible crown army, I need them to have a full fill up. I need to find them. I need to help them find their full potential, and we need to also discover their hidden potential. And the hidden potential, a man can bring it out, but I recognize that your God is the God. He's a man, right? He's not a man that he must lie. That man got to lie at a time to time. If God told you he's not a man that he must lie, you done heard that before, because he's God, then he's your first man. Let's get the first man down here, and we can try to see what the inner man is doing to try to make some things happen. I hope I said it the proper way. If I didn't, then charge it to me. What I saw, right? What I saw. So we going to Ruth, right? Now, all this month, I'm going to be talking about ladies, right? Ladies, starting from the girl, how she got to grow up into a woman. Then she going to change into a wife. And how she going to do all this? Because the man didn't make her a girl. The man didn't make her a woman. The man didn't make her a wife. God did it. He grew up, changed her, and that's how he knew if she was hers. So he marked her just like that, right? Y'all better write that down. That was good. What's going on? So I want to empower my ladies. And the one way I want to empower my ladies, I asked a few people if they was a person in the Bible and what lady they liked the most. So this lady jumped out more than everybody else. So I want to talk about her. Now I'm going to shoot through this thing kind of quick, but I want to make sure that you guys know where I'm at. We talking about Ruth, right? Ruth won the award for the day. She won today. So let's go with Ruth, right? I want to go with the fact that I could spit this without reading it, but I'm going to read a little bit here and there. And it says basically, can you understand that a chapter like 2021 is almost like a chapter 2020? It's like AJ, this is when he lost his son, or he lost his godmom, right? His mom. So you got to understand something. 2021 reads like this. Naomi loses her husband and her son. That's what I see. I see like, man, she lost her husband and she lost her son. What she do? Right? First thing I'm thinking, because you never think about what you do. You think about what somebody else do. See, that's where instigating come from. Scams and scandals, right? Watch this. In the day of when the judges rule. Stop right there. You see, before you even get to a God, some of you got to outdo the judges. Who is the judge? The people that judge you for just being you. The people that judge you when they look at you. The people that judge you for the stuff that goes on around you. You still under the judge, and don't think you just got to God, or you just got to Jesus, or you just got to Allah, or you just got to Buddha or somebody, or Judaism or whatever. You have to go through the judges first. That's something I wanted you to know. Let's flip the script, you guys. Let's go. And there was a famine in the land, right? Ruth 1:1. There was a famine in the land, right? Right? So a man from Bethlehem in Judah, right? Together with his wife and two sons went to live for a while in the country of the Moabites, right? The Moabs. Now listen, they in one place. They family is here. They decided what happens is that since this is going on over here, I'm going to get myself up and I'm going to leave Chicago and I'm moving to Atlanta. I'm moving to Texas. I'm moving to Houston. I'm going somewhere. We getting up out of here. We leaving. I'm done. Ain't nothing happening. Ain't no good, man. I'm so sick and tired of Chicago. I'm tired of the killings. I know the world listening to this, right? So this is what ends up happening, right? Stay tuned to this story, right? When she leaves, right? Let me just tell you what happens. When she leaves, I gotta go fast, right? Her husband dies, right? Not only did Naomi's husband die. Now, I'm stopped right there. How can you have a partner in your life? Some of you, your little boyfriend you had, told you he was a boyfriend, right? Your little man. Who said he was a man? He looked like a man. But you gotta understand something. I'm gonna teach you something that you ain't never been taught before. Watch this, right? Her husband died, right? Now notice, the only one that can make him a husband is the Creator, right? So at least he had that much going for himself. So that the lady narrated, my husband died. Now listen, the two sons died, right? Both sons died. Why? Because they in an area, and what they end up doing, they end up marrying some Moabite women, right? Meaning these women was from a different custom, because your women was over here. You see, this is where your little women was at. This is where your training supposed to been at. This is where you supposed to build at. This is where you supposed to develop that. Didn't I tell you at the beginning of this feed that we are undeveloped, which is what makes us immature? Immature. Hold on to that word, right? So we undeveloped. Why? Because we had to leave before our time. If they never would have left, then maybe, right, everybody else didn't leave. They just thought they had the bright idea like you. You know what? I'm sick and tired of waiting. I'm going to do it my way, right? So that's what some of us do. We're going to go an alternate route. We're going to do it our way, right? Back in this is when we didn't know no better, right? So they leave. The husband died. The sons died. Now, I want you to pick up the story right around Naomi and Ruth returning. When Naomi heard in Moab that the Lord had come to the aid of his people by providing food for them. Stop right here. Don't you move. You need this. Anybody need this. Everybody needs this. Sometimes you're going to be in the wrong area and you're going to hear your Lord is doing what he's supposed to be doing in the area that you left in. You see, some of us, we left a spot that we should never have left. We left our position. We didn't hold our position. We left. And in the leaving, it died. Your husband died. Your wife, your children died. Leaving. Now she's out here. But she's out here and she heard her Lord is restoring Chicago. He's restoring whatever your address is and where you live at. He's restoring your understanding. He's restoring who you are as an individual. He's restoring your position, right? Your position. He's unsticking you and he's filling you with what you need. I'm empowering women right now. I hope you recognize this. It's about to happen right now. Listen to this. She and her daughter-in-laws prepared. Now, this is a problem right here. She went from having sons to having daughters. And for some of you that got daughters, come on now. Don't act like this little attitude. You don't see these little attitudes with your little daughters now. You don't see what's going on. Sons, yes, mother. Yes, mother. Daughters, huh? What you say? It's going to be a confrontation already. So listen, she went from sons to daughters, right? I better get that. That was good. Transformation. Transformation. What's going on, everybody? My name is Adonis Johnson. I'm a transformation coach. I'm also the author of a great book. It's called I Am My Life Coach. That's the book that actually assisted me in my transformation, and I only hope that it can assist you in yours. So let's go. We on Ruth 1:7, and her two daughter-in-laws, right? She left the place where she had been living. Some of you, y'all ready to go? There's no sense of making ends meet in the wrong place. It is literally time to go. It's time to bounce. I'm sorry, you guys. AJ is building a ship, and on this ship, all you guys are going with me on this ship. Don't you leave me out here by myself. I can captain this ship now. It don't matter where we go, but I know one thing. We going from where we at right now, and we going to another place called Bigger, Better, Greater. Listen to this. We going back, and we got to take the alternate route. They dropped us off like Gilligan's Island. They put us here and left us to die. Do you not know that we've been kicked out right now? We've been kicked out of places we should be at. We should be at the table. We should be at the royalty table. We should be on top-notch stuff, but instead, we are in toleration mode. What does toleration mode mean? I'm tolerating stuff I shouldn't even be tolerating. And who put this mode here? Who created this? Who installed this? You did. You installed something that said I could tolerate foolishness, y'all. I could tolerate low bottom behavior. I could tolerate clowns now. I used to be scared of clowns. Now I'm dating a clown. Ain't that something? Come on, y'all. Whoa, roll with me. Listen to this. Where she had been living and set out on the road that will take them back to the land. This, when I'm telling you, we have to go to a place that we supposed to been. Our heart knows we supposed to be there. The vision say we supposed to be there. The dream say we supposed to be there. You see, sometimes you can look at a person. Come on, ladies, I'm talking about you. Let's be honest. You can say, he'll make a good husband. Or he'll make a good husband. I can see him being a good husband. All the time, you can see his potential. Let's talk about yours. What do you see in you? Where is your wife material at? What's up with that? You seeing a husband, but your husband that you seeing he's in that area. He's over here, but this one is in the wrong place. This one belongs over there. So both of y'all is in the wrong place. He needs to get over there and you need to get over there too. He can stay over here, but today you on the road on your way back. Let's watch what happens, right? Transformation immediately. They set back on the land, right? Then Naomi said, stop. Why? Because she's the older one. She's the oldest one. She's the seer. Some of you, your grandmama, your mama, they the seers, right? People that talks to you, they the seers, right? Come on, y'all. I see y'all on YouTube. Roll with me right now. Check this out. We on YouTube. I see they checking in with me. Listen to this right here, right? She says, Naomi, now ain't this something? You ran from your Lord. You ran from your God due to hard times. How you gonna stop them and tell them to go back? You go back, right? You go back to your God. Listen to what she said. She said, go back, each of you, to your mother's home. May the Lord show you kindness as you have shown kindness to your dead husbands and me. Do you mean to tell me I'm in another place with a bunch of hitters, with a bunch of people out here, and they actually covering you because you was only meant to be here temporarily? So some people, they can't give you what you want because you in the wrong place. But you don't know you in the wrong place. So you thought you was going to be here forever. No, your place is back where you came from. Back to your understanding. Back to the future. Back to the stuff of the dreams, of the goals, of the stuff that was wrote out before you, the plan that they made before you got here. Back to, I want my child to have more than I ever had. That's back to the future now, right? But how did you get here? You got to identify. So she stopped them and do a check on them. May the Lord bless you, right? Because you've been nice. Somebody got to validate who you are. Somebody got to validate, you know what, my time is really up. I done help. Some people be like, I just got a heart. I just like to help people. Your helping days is over. God is about to help you get back to your memory now. Get back to your future now. You done played around long enough helping people, thinking God don't need your help. You get what I'm saying? But you need God's help. You see, sometimes we could be spending so much time venting to our girlfriends, ladies, that your venting ends up being complaining, or you venting for sympathy, right? When you really should be going after your God, talking to only your God, because you need prayer, because your prayer gives you strength, and your strength allows you enough power to get back to where it is you trying to get to. Venting will not get you no power. Praying will get you some strength, and that strength will recover you and take you back to where it is you need to be. Let's go. Verse 9, right? May the Lord grant that each of you, come on y'all, Invisible Crown Army, will find rest in the home of another. Stop right there. You see, the one you thought you was going to get with, let him go. Because there's another house for you, but you got to make sure that the Lord is going to put it together for you. Make sure now that God going to be in it right now. Make sure you can hear him and he can hear you. God, is this it? I ain't heard nothing. Push pause. Call that time out right now. Ain't nothing moving till God moves. Ain't nothing moving. I ain't signing nothing. I ain't moving in nothing. Nobody moving with me. I ain't moving with nobody until God say something. You got that part? Now listen, she left a blessing, right? Now one person takes the blessing. Listen to this. Then she kissed them goodbye and they wept out loud. Stop right there. You see your wept. Remember I said you got to cry out, meaning, come on, y'all, we got to get back up. Come on, y'all, this ain't the end for us. Come on, we got to get to bigger, better, greater. I know this teaching seemed a little strange. It's different. It's different because we on the battlefield. This is real stuff. This is real. It's happening. This is your life right now. Everything depends on the way you think. Everything depends on who's standing with you right now. The invisible crown is standing here. We on the front line and the back line right now. We got this thing. Come on, let's bring it home. Listen to this. In verse 10, and said to her, we will go back with you to your people, right? Listen to this. She said, we will go back to you. Go back with you. Go back with you to your people. They never been where she been. You see, Naomi came from a good place. She would end up landing in a bad place with nothing. Sound like 2020. Sound like some of you. In a bad place. I ain't got nothing. And then God tells somebody to send her a message and let them know, I'm back, but I can't leave until you get back here, right? So now she tells them, I'm about to ride. Now she got to bring some people with her, right? Watch the bring. Verse 11. But Naomi said, return home, my daughters. Listen to this. Daughters, I'm a child of God. I'm a daughter of God. Here go your empowerment right here. Why would you come with me? Come on now. Why would you go with me? That's what the Lord is saying right now. That's what the Spirit is saying right now. You've been stuck over here, but I need to make sure you know why would you go with me? Why would you follow the Lord? If you're trying to get him, if you think you want him, if you think he can change your situation, then why would you go with him? You got to first identify what you've been in right now, what you've been doing, what you created without him. Why would you go with him? Because your way won't work. You recognize everything that gets over here, it dies. It dies. So I got to come in. I can't cheat the process. I can't take the man of God out here, but then don't want to go to the land where the man of God come from. Come on now. The man was created over here and he was sent out here and died. But the women that was out here, you need to, instead of finding you something out here, because everything out here gonna die, you need to get back on that road to go back to where they being created at. Being where they created at. The God that created them is what you've been waiting on. So let's find out, how do I know this? He said, she said, why would you go back with me? This is a woman of God talking. Am I going to have any more sons? Stop right there. Listen to this. She's identifying self-realization right there. Am I going to have any more sons? Who could become your husband? Stop. She's using her head now. Some of you, I'm asking you to use your head right now. Some of the situations you in, you know this ain't it. So at the end of the day, you better write your do's and your don'ts moving forward, because you don't need to trip over what you already tripped on. Let's keep it moving. Here we go. Return home, she said, my daughters. Ain't that something? I am too old. Self-realization. Some of you are too old. Take them training wheels off. Your days is done. Okay, your swinging on poles is over. That do not go with your future. You sitting here trying to do stuff, your twerking and all that with stuff that you attempt to do is done. Shut it down. She said, listen, I'm too old for that, right? To have another husband, right? In my youthfulness. No, she's older. Listen to this. Even if I thought there was still hope for me. Stop. Do you get the even? She knows the Lord. She knows God. Some of you, you done counsel yourself out. But even if I'm over here, God still can use me. I don't care what I did. He still, even if I did wrong, he still can bring me out. All I need to do is understand where I'm at, ground myself, self-realization. Once I have self-awareness, yes, God, I'm listening. Deliverance come from hearing. And right now, all she doing is hearing that the Lord is back doing what the Lord had already done. And she's seen it. How do I know she's seen it? Because she had a husband. Who you think gave it to her? She had some sons. Who you think gave it to him? But when things got tight, she went running out to where an area she shouldn't have been in. Like some of you, you should have been home, but you was sneaking out the window. You should have been in the crib, but you was out at the club. You was out at the club Monday through Friday. You was out there getting in free right now. Okay, let's be honest. Be honest. So listen to this. This is about to get good, ladies. I'm empowering you, right? This is called Thyself. Restoration project. Thyself. That means break it down and find out. I'll tell you at the end. Listen to this. Verse 13. Pay attention. Verse 13 is very huge. Would you wait until they grow up? Stop. right there. This is a timeout. We on the battlefield called life. Whose life? Your life. What she's saying is some of the men that's in your life, why you keep trying to put them in roles that they're just unavailable. They don't have, they undeveloped. Will you wait, ladies, until they grow up? You need some maturity to sit back and say, I don't want nothing that ain't grown right now. Grown don't mean you in beard game. Grown don't mean you got dreads. Grown don't mean you buffed up and got a Charger or a car outside. Grown don't mean that you got your little business going and you think you still don't know how to talk to a woman. You still don't know how to address a woman. You still don't know these things. So what did Naomi say? Will you wait? Come on, ladies. Will you wait until they grow up before you start putting your expectations on them? Now keep in mind, everybody like Ruth, right? Ruth and Boaz. You ain't got to Boaz yet. Boaz is on the spiritual side. Boaz is in the kingdom. And Ruth was out here in the field, in the jungle, in the wild, in the wilderness. She already had a man. She already was married to a husband, and he died. And now guess what? Everybody sitting here wanting the Boaz, and you ain't understanding how many people you done killed out here because you need to get in the kingdom before you even start making a move on anything. So watch what happened. She asked them in verse 13, Ruth 1, verse 13, would you wait until they grow up? Why you so thirsty? Ask some of your girls, stop being thirsty, girl. I can't even bring my man around you because you so thirsty. Ain't no telling what you gonna do. And I know anything goes when it comes to, because it ain't easy. Y'all got that, right? Let's go. Verse 13, you got to be good to get what I just gave. So listen to this. She said, would you wait till they grow up? Would you remain unmarried for them? Meaning, you see the potential. God can do anything. But can you hold your position and stop trying to connect with things that ain't ready, that ain't grown? She said, no, my daughters. Grown folks talk. Some of you, step on in. Don't play with the mind. Don't play with yourself. She said no. What that no mean? No mean what your no is on earth, then they honor it in heaven, right? What you loose on earth is loosed in heaven. What you bound on earth is bound in heaven. Let's talk heavenly places. Come on, y'all. Heavenly places is over here, right? Earthly places is over here. What you loose over here is loosed over here. Meaning you mess around over here, your husband gave away over here, right? What you bound on earth over here, that means you're going to trap something over here. Then your blessings get trapped over here in a situation. Then when you get there, you got to go find it. Come on, y'all, let's talk. This is the Monday Mighty Meltdown. Y'all already know where we at as we closing out. Listen to this. We hot right now. We in hot pursuit right now. What we in pursuit of? We in pursuit of happiness. Come on, Chris. You on this feed. Everybody already know. Stand up, Invisible Crown Army. Let's talk right now. Let's talk about what's really going on. Here it is right here. She said, no, my daughters, it is more bitter for me than for you, because the Lord's hand has turned against who? Against me. This is self-realization right here. You got to be honest. At some point you felt God. At some point God left. And you've been doing things, ain't had no God, but you thought he was right there with you. You thought just because you walked in the building with your hat on and you sat in your little area every day and you thought God was right there. This is a real moment. Look at your life. Do a evaluation. Don't look at the journal book that you wrote about him and everybody else. What did you write about you in your journal? Did you write how you feel, right? Did you look at those things? God, I see and I feel that you turned away from me. No, I didn't turn away from you. You left. I didn't leave. Come on now. That sounds like God right there. Listen, Naomi says, I feel God's hands had turned against me. So if it turned against you, then wasn't it a famine? Was you the only one starving? Was you the only one that was living there? Why Boaz and them didn't follow you? Why didn't nobody else follow you? You thought you had it on and popping. You thought you had it together. You left. And now you're going to say you felt my hand turn? No, you turned. You forgot. You forgot what it is that I can do. You forgot, and now you out here explaining to them what it is I did to you. And it ain't really what I did to you. It's really what I did for you until you decided to do you. And a lot of people are out here right now in the world in bad places, in bad areas, and you doing you. But I'm going to tell you how you coming up out of here. Let's go. Verse 14. I gotta go quick now. At this, they wept aloud again. Why? They crying about her being honest. Come on, when are you going to be honest? Can you be honest? That's why I open up the feed line. I'm not here to sit here and preach nothing. I'm here to teach us something. I'm here to get us a transformation. I'm here to get us a one-way ticket going back to the bigger, better, greater. I'm here to help navigate us, extract us. I'm here to get us at the right airport at the right time. That's the wrong time to be losing focus on where you going right now. I'm trying to get us there. Let's go. I'm gonna get you there today. They wept out loud. Right? Listen to this. The daughter, one of the daughters, she kissed the mother-in-law. She took her blessings. Goodbye. But Ruth, some of you like Ruth. Here she go. She hung and clunged on tight. Look, said Naomi, right? Checking her. Your sister-in-law is going back to her people and her God. Didn't I tell you? Her people, her God. Why her God and her people ain't my people and my God? Somebody got the wrong God. Somebody ain't giving you God, or you might think you got God, ain't really got no God. But she made it clear. She's going back to her people and her God. Some of you, come on now. You know I'm taking you in the right direction. You feel exactly what I'm saying right now. Don't make me go in the spirit and come grab you and take you where you need to be, but I'll get you there if I have to. She's going back, right? Listen to that, going back. She's in reverse. She's going back. Let's find out where you going. Are you going forward? Are you in neutral? Or are you going back? Because one way or another, you ain't finna stand still. You ain't finna be stuck. You finna figure this thing out right now. That's what we here to do. So watch this. Verse 17. Where you die, I die. Ain't that something? Where you die, I die. That means when you lay your life down. What was she saying? What was Ruth saying to Naomi? When you swallow your pride, when you get over yourself, when you recognize that you gotta die because you the one that came out here. Maybe her husband died because he had recognized. Maybe the sons died because they recognized. Now she said, when you die. Meaning, when you die, those that lose their life will find their life. And those that think they got a life, even though what they think they got, they will lose. She said, when you die, I die. That means at the end of the day, get your butt back to where it is you need to get to, girl. And what she do? She said, there I will be buried, meaning I will be buried. Come on, y'all. Let's bury old things and let's get up and let's move in the spirit and let's get back behind them walls. We've been in enemy territory too long. This is nothing but scandals and scams that we're going through right now. There's so many scams and scandals. Watch this right here, you guys, as I close out. May the Lord deal with me, be it so ever severely, if even death separates you and me. Come on, y'all. That's a pledge to the Spirit of God. Invisible crown activated, ears activated, eyes activated, heart activated. Come on, verse 18. When Naomi realized Ruth was determined, self-realization. She realized, she grounded herself, self-manifestation. That means I'm finna be a new person. I'm finna be a new person. Where I'm going require something new. Even a snake shed skin. Even a snake shed skin. It's about time for you to become something new, and today is that newness. So, verse 19, the two, and I'm almost done. The two women went until they became to the what? The city gates. When they arrived at the city gates, the whole town was stirred up. Don't you get this? See, she had the training wheels off. She failed. She lost everything. You see? Immaturity, right? Immaturity. Because everybody stopped, right? Everybody stopped. Oh, man. Look at who's coming. Can this be? Look at little fancy. Okay, I see your little car. I see your little house. I see your little ring. I see your little this. Why everything, when somebody hating on you, why I gotta be little? I see your little billboard. I see your little book. I see your little feed you got going on. Everything got to be little. But now understand, I took my training wheels off and I came back on my own. Now watch this. Don't call me Naomi. See, transformation. She told them now, call me Mara, because the Almighty, you better get this. Who did it? The Almighty had made my life very bitter. Why was it your life in the first place? Because you didn't do what God wanted you to do. And what you created became bitter. That little relationship, that wasn't nothing but a scandal. That little thing that you got in, how you got with it, that wasn't nothing but a scheme. And you thought that was your life. No pleasure in that. There's no pleasure in what God don't build. Come on, y'all. That's why we got to tear it down. That's why we got to knock it down. That's why this is Monday Mighty Meltdown. Because we got to break loose. We got to get out of some of these cold situations that done got us in. I understand you was a savage then. Savage is done. You out of that. Over and out. Listen to this. She said, He, the Almighty. Don't you argue with God. Some of y'all, I ain't bitter. I said you're bitter. I ain't bitter. What makes you think I'm bitter? Sweetheart, ain't nothing sweet growing around you. You can't do nothing but be bitter. Look around you. Look where you go. Look where you're wearing. Look what you listen to. Look at the places. Look at the things. Look at all that stuff. Do you not see ain't nothing sweet around here? Ain't nothing sweet around here, okay? Bitter. But when you get to sweet, the land that's filled of milk and what? Honey, sweet. You got it? This the land. Naomi just walked up back to the promised land. I promise I'd never leave you or forsake you. I promise you when you try to do you, I'll be with you, boo. But you better have self-realization to recognize that I'm still your God, no matter where you go. And what happened? She went back and she went away full. You got that? Some of y'all want to go away full. I told you, Monday Mighty Meltdown is the gas station. That's when you get this gas you need, right? She went away full. But what happened when she came back? She was brought back what? Empty. Life was about emptying yourself out. It was about getting on the bike, taking them training wheels off. You need to have a couple of little test runs. Some of you ain't got no bumps and bruises. Some of you done fell and still laying there playing dead. You ain't dead. Get up. Get your butt up and get back on that bike. And it's about time you finish this race. Finish what you started. I told you to be undeveloped as a woman. That means a girl. Now you got girlfriends, right? Girlfriends. Hey, that's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend. But then you're a woman, but you still got girlfriends, right? Because see, woman is a growth point. Girlfriends is a we all the same. We are the world. We all as one, right? Immature girls, woman, change, wife. Now you a wife, right? But listen, he wanted us to take the training wheels off so when we riding, we can be immature. Immature meaning you want to do it your way. You want to create what you want to create, right? But once you have self-realization like Naomi did, now you break the word immature up. It says, I'm mature. I'm mature. Tell them who sent you. I am mature. I'm mature. Put it together, it's immature. Break it up, I'm mature. Who mature? I'm mature. Why? I'm mature enough to know when I need to get my butt back where I should be at. I'm mature enough to walk out this relationship. I'm mature enough to tell you, you know what? I know what you want, but I am not capable of giving you that right there. I can't be the fool. I can't be stupid. I can't sit here and lend what I don't have. I can't sit here and deal with somebody that gambles, a drinker. All these things abort where I'm going. So I can't ignore the stuff I see because I feel that my heart is in love with you. But my head and my God, that's my head. My head, which is my God, tells me that based on what I know and where I'm going, I'm mature enough to know that this right here, these training wheels right here, I can't ride on the back of somebody's bike that ain't got no experience. Because at the end of the day, hey, this is on you. And what I do, I would rather return myself back to the land of milk and honey. And when you get there, then maybe you will see the spirit resides over here. But where you at over here, I can't do nothing with that. And as I'm done right here, I just want to make sure. And it says, the Almighty has brought me misfortune upon me. So Naomi returned, and Ruth accompanied her, right? The Moabite. See, she wasn't even a part of this flock, but Naomi brought her in. Y'all got that? Some of you was out here. They go the alternate route. Naomi didn't know how she was getting in. Ruth didn't know how she was getting in. But somebody had to lose something to get her in position so she can get something. Come on, y'all. Let's That's it right there. That's why I close out at. That's my time as I shift this thing, as I close us out, as I bring us to another thing. In mature, break the word is I'm mature. What we talking about? We talking about prescription right now. Prescription. What is he prescribing you for 2021? What is he prescribing you? Prescript. What did he say? Break the word prescription up and you got the prescript. That means you better start writing your do's and don'ts. He's giving you a prescription. Don't you mess up where you going, because he's giving you the prescription to deal with the things that will hinder you, that will hold you, that will sabotage you, that will keep you, that will flatline you. Come on, ladies, be empowered right now. Why am I saying be empowered? Come on, girls do what girls do. Friends. But when you grow into the woman that you're trying to get to, what we get into is something called womanhood. Why? Because I told you, when you get to womanhood, that's when you're supposed to birth something. When you birth something, now you're going into motherhood. When you're going into motherhood, you're growing now. Motherhood, now you're going into motherhood. But see, when you deal with that man, what y'all got now? You got something called parenthood. Parenthood, motherhood, womanhood. But friends do not get a friendhood, right? That's a ship. Friendship, we just respect that, hey, at any given time, I can get up off this ship. At any given time, I can jump ships. But at the same time, when I get up here and I birth into the woman and the woman change into the wife, and now you in position, you waiting on the Heavenly Father because he's preparing you for what it is he's creating. Can you wait now for him to grow that man up? Can he be grown? Can you get a grown man now that you done became a grown woman, and now that you became a wife, you already over here? He didn't make you no wife. God made you a wife. That's it. Peace and blessings, you guys. What's going on? Ignorant lose today, knowledge win. This the Mighty Monday Meltdown. Please share the feed. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can keep this thing going. Make sure you comment and let me know if you like it or not. Some of the things you might like, some of the things you might not like. If somebody told me I talk too fast, I said, listen, I'm talking to the ones that can hear me. If you can't hear me, I'm not offended by anything anybody might say. I do this to lend my time. I believe I got to give back. I am a mental health advocate right now. I feel like I got the experience, and based on that experience, it allows me to come and give you an experience that's backed by real things that I have seen. I have the spirit, and I also use worldly wisdom. I put it all together and I come up with something. Power coaching, that's the pressure that I'm using to bust some of the pipes to get some of you out of tough positions. Then I got the power of prayer. How did I get the power of prayer? I asked for it. Why? Because I need it. I need it for some of you. I need some of you to, the only way you're going to connect to me is through spirit and truth. This is the closing. God, I come before you. God, I come before you once again. Thanking you as the host that's hosting this Mighty Monday Meltdown, that allow me and the invisible crowns to sit back and meet up on the battlefield of life right now. God, we thank you that we're able to call a timeout on things that might hold us or hinder us or keep us from developing. We recognize that we undeveloped in a lot of areas, but we come back now to the manufacturer. We come back now and we talk to the builder. We come back now for the restoration project. We come back for the rehab. Who are we rehabbing? We rehabbing some of these thoughts. We need some technicians to take out some of these programs. We freeing up space right now. We recognizing the foundation. You say build on a foundation. That foundation is you today. We recognize you. Where are you at? You inside of us. So I ask that you will seal it as you have revealed it to each and every last one of us. So we are grateful for this purging. We're grateful for this understanding. We thank you that our car is now able to go backwards now. We ain't looking backwards. We driving backwards, right? Why we driving backwards? Because we recognize there's some things we supposed to pick up along the way. Ain't no sense of going forward without everything we need. So you said get everything we need. Get our confidence back. Give me my love back. Get my peace back. Ain't no sense of leaving my peace in hellish places. No, I didn't die there. I just made an error there. But I came back to fix that error. I came back to say I want to thank y'all, all the people that spent so much time trying to hinder me and hold me and keep me in bad places. But today, I done found the alternate route, and it is because of you, God. You are the transporter. You are the portal. You are the road. You are the path. And today we take that path and we allow you to bring us in closer to you so we can get the things we need, and we leaving behind everything that we don't need behind. And this is all for your name's sake, in Jesus' name, amen. I am my life coach. You can pick up the book on Amazon. Also, I got the workbooks available. If you know some teachers or some principals, let them know. I got the work. I'm dealing with social emotional learning, and I'm also dealing with restorative practice, not just for the students, but also for the teachers. Not just for the teachers, but also for the preachers and the parents. And I'm also e-learning, so I got the e-learning program. I'll be doing a couple of Zooms sometime soon. So y'all want to make sure y'all check into that, tap into that. If you ain't got your t-shirts, get your t-shirts. We got mugs, we got flags, we got everything. Y'all already know we winning. We already won. We already won. Tell people the way that we win this game, we just don't play. That's it. Let tricks out for kids, okay? You want to win? Just don't play. We already won. Because we recognize what we playing games for. We going to bigger, better, greater. That's it. Peace and blessings. We signing off on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. Peace and blessings all day. Make sure you click like. All right, share that. Bam. We off on YouTube right there. Thyself. Thyself. Thyself restoration. Oh, I did good. I try to go. Y'all know I try to go 15 like an hour, 15 to close it out, to just get us back where we need to be and things like that. And then I come back and I just say a few words to my people, right? Right? I say a few words to my people. What's up, y'all? Y'all know y'all my people, right? Oh, man, I hope y'all love that story. Listen, I'm doing something totally different. This is a challenge for me, all right? I'm trying to help, I guess, women see that there's different levels to this thing. Even in the movie Bridgerton, or whatever that movie called, they was called Lady and this woman. And I mean, all I can say to you is I respect the woman, especially when she become a woman, right? And to be a woman is to be mature in self and be mature in who you are. You know, don't get away from some of the good teaching that you have seen. Some people might have rebuked you. Some people you didn't try to fit in, because there's no group you can fit in. When you become a woman, you cannot undo what had been done. When you become this, you can't undo what it is that been done. All you can do is change into a wife at this point. Change before you get there. Change. They don't take no man to change your title. You change and marry something greater and bigger. Where he at? In the spirit. Where he at? In the spirit. You want him? Go find what? The spirit. Because you gonna need that spirit if you gonna deal with me. Because I spent a lot of time talking to that spirit. I spent a lot of time embracing that spirit. I spent a lot of time communicating with that spirit. And I know that that spirit needs to rest in you in order for you to even connect with me. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Self-manifestation, you guys. I hope y'all love Ruth. I ain't got to Boaz yet. Don't get to him. Because at the end of the day, I just needed you to see. I need you to see. Would you wait till the man grow up just because he looked like a man? How do you know he's a man when you's a woman? You totally the opposite. You can't be asking questions and he ain't saying he don't know. You don't know? So you don't know. So why you was with her then? Because she wanted to know what you want to know. But what she want to know? She want to know what I want. What you tell her? I don't know. Y'all ain't get that? Because you don't know either. Yes, God. That's it. Peace and blessings, man. I'm having so much fun. I don't even want to end this thing. What's going on, Steve? Mr. Hibbler. What's popping? Everybody, all good. See y'all next week, man. Mighty Monday Meltdown. Bring your girlfriend. Trust me, anything can go down on here. Peace and blessings. I don't care. What's up, Miss Williams? I don't care about what they got to say about me. It's really where you going. You can get there. You get what I'm saying, Felicia? Get there, and get there. Long as you get there, tell somebody you there. That's it. Don't worry about where I'm going. I'm going to get where I got to get to, okay? Thank you, Miss Rogers. Dope feed. Get where you need to get to. I'm going to grow up, okay? Let me grow up. You mind your business and let me grow up. Get your business going. What's going on, Gwen? Peace and blessings. He hear y'all. God, I thank you for hearing us. I thank you for hearing us even when we're not talking. I thank you for hearing us even when we're in bad situations. I thank you for hearing us even when we're in enemy's territory and we're trying to find our way